All right, so Chad here with Rachel.
Hello.
Very formal Rachel. So we just got out of an early screening of Renfield. And first and foremost, we'd like to thank Universal for this early screening, as well as, our queen, Nicole Kidman of AMC.
Of course.
Yes, of course, because, heartbreak feels good in a place like this, right?
Yes.
That's what she says. So why don't we kick things off? What was your theater experience like tonight, Rachel?
Well, as you know, I was a little bit late, so I missed the trailers. I didn't really get settled in like I usually do before a movie.
You missed Nicole Kidman.
But I did. I missed Nicole Kidman. I can't say that I missed missing Nicole Kidman.
She is our queen, Rachel.
I mean, some would say.
Yes.
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 But I got my popcorn, I got my soda, seats were good, and then jumped right into the movie because it had basically already started.
Yeah, you missed like maybe 8 minutes of it.
Yeah, it didn't seem too bad.
Yeah.
Like I missed too much.
Yeah, my theater experience was pretty good. It was a pretty small room since it was an early screening. People around me seemed pretty cool. Funny enough, the guy that was sitting right next to me, he almost like bumped into me like when I was over salting my popcorn. But he seemed cool. He was like, "Oh, excuse me, dude." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, you good, bro. You good." But yeah, so non-spoiler synopsis of this movie would be follows Renfield, Dracula's servant. He has been doing the thing for quite some time and he's kind of fed up, so he attempts to be a better person, but his attempts at being a good person end up getting people hurt.
Yes.
Yeah. So non-spoilers, Rachel, what did you think of this movie? But only tell me your negatives first.
My negatives first?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, gosh, where to start? I wasn't overall that impressed in general. I don't think that they really brought anything new to the story. Like it felt like a bunch of kind of old tropes to me all put together.
Yeah.
So I can't say that the story was anything new. I always like Nicholas Hoult. I think he has good timing, good humor, and
you felt like he was funny in this movie?
Well, a little bit, in like an offbeat sort of way.
Okay.
He if you've seen him in The Great on Hulu.
Oh, I hear that show's really good.
It is really good. It kind of almost felt like that, where he's kind of got this twisted sense of humor almost.
Mm-hmm.
And but some of his little quips, like his sarcasm about Dracula, like when he was answering Awkwafina's questions on the couch, in his apartment, like just that little stuff. I thought he did a good job. But yeah, I kind of felt like Awkwafina played the same person again. Like, I think she plays a lot of the same person in her movies.
Yes.
Yeah, so yes. I just, overall, I didn't think it was really anything new.
This was supposed to be a comedy, and I'm like, I kind of laughed at a few things, but I'm like, this is supposed to be a comedy. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize I was supposed to be laughing here.
Yeah, there were chuckle moments, but there was no laugh out loud, big funny moments.
Yeah, so my thing is I really didn't care for the comedy. The story, like you said, it was pretty weak and cliche, not bringing anything new to the table. We had an element, I don't know, it felt like they tried to do so much that they didn't do enough, because Awkwafina is a cop in this movie, and she has to battle corruption, and then they make mention that her father was like this, hero cop, and he died due to some corruption, but we don't really go into it. And she has a sister that's also in law enforcement that's trying to take down these bad guys, but we really don't have a lot of stuff there. And it's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, some of the things weren't fully fleshed out, which, I mean, we could still catch on because they were we're
so used to them in better movies.
Exactly. But yeah, they didn't really dive deep into some of the backstory that, they could have.
Right. Yeah. What about you? Any positives?
Well, I said I liked Nicholas Hoult.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a good actor, and I think, I thought that the acting was okay overall. Like, I feel like Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Hoult, both Nicholases, could have played the parts, like, I guess, more campy or like
actually go all in. We're in a comedy here.
And I feel like they were a little bit more restrained, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I kind of took it as a good thing.
I mean, that works if this movie's funny. Right. Like, if they are restrained and everyone around them is like, firing at all cylinders, but it's just like, I don't know, I guess the word I'm looking for is pacing. The pacing felt off.
Yeah.
But positives, like, even though she does everything, the same thing in every movie she's in, I love Awkwafina. I have said many a time, I am in love with Awkwafina. I love short women. I love women with, like, interesting voices. I love super problematic women. And she is all that in one very tiny little package.
She is.
So I was happy to see her, but she wasn't bringing anything new to the table.
Yeah.
At the beginning, there was a flashback sequence about, like, Renfield and Dracula's history, and it was like in black and white and in 4:3 aspect ratio. That was cool visually.
I did like there was a kick at the end, towards the end of the movie, where they showed, like, the skeleton of the guy being picked. I thought that was really cool, but it felt like they didn't do it the other times before, they did it. So,
and, like, you probably won't know this reference, but, like, in more recent Mortal Kombat video games, the fighting game, like, when you do, like, enough cool moves on people, it does that. It does, like, an X-ray view to, like, show people getting hurt, like what bones break. So it reminded me of that.
Okay.
But yeah. Also, I liked that Nicolas Cage didn't go full Nicolas Cage, but I didn't like how little of he was in the movie.
You wanted him to make more of more appearances, or?
Yeah, like, I know the movie's Renfield and it's about Renfield, but I thought Nicolas Cage was going to be a bigger part of the movie.
That's fair.
Yeah. Would you recommend this movie?
I don't think I would. Yeah, I mean, it was okay. If you like those kinds of movies, I think,
What is those kinds of movies?
I guess
it had a lot of action.
Yeah, action.
But the action felt like soulless. Like, the action, to me, the action was competent. Like, the parts that Nicholas Hoult did, you could see his face. He did the training, and then the stunt people, they did their job. Like, it was competent, but it just felt like they were just going through the motions. Like, this is so squeaky clean, and it's just like there's nothing new we're bringing to the table, I felt.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, and I thought, I thought they were kind of trying to make it better with all the gore, like all the blood squirting
I forgot
everywhere.
about all that gore.
And I was just like, I don't know if this, like, it's definitely a choice.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a good choice.
Maybe it felt like if we go hard R, that it set us aside. Because, like, yeah, when the first time, like they went hardcore, I was like, wait, what is happening here? This is the kind of movie this is? Oh, okay. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It just really took me out of the movie for a second because I wasn't expecting it to be that graphic of a kill.
I wasn't either. Yeah, I was expecting it to be just kind of, I guess, the normal level of gore, not like blood spurting everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to your question, would I recommend it? I really don't. I don't think I would recommend it to most people.
I wouldn't recommend this movie to anyone. I didn't like it. If you must watch it, it will be on Peacock. What is it? Is it April now?
Yeah, it's April now.
It'll be on Peacock in the middle of May.
Yeah, don't go to the movie theater for this one.
Right. Don't pay tribute to our queen, Nicole Kidman, and see this movie. Do you have any spoilery thoughts?
Spoilery thoughts. I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna repeat what I already said with spoilers. So. Well,
I was surprised to see Ben Schwartz in this movie.
Okay.
I had no idea he was in this movie. That is his name, right? I know him as John Raphael, but from Parks and Rec, but his name's Schwartz, right?
I'm pretty sure that's what.
I mean, he does a lot of voice work. He does a lot of comedy stuff. He pops up in a lot of stuff. He's the source of the couple chuckles that I had because he's a funny guy, but this movie's not good. I was also surprised, like, to see who was behind it. Like it said, Robert Kirkman worked on it, and he's like the creator of Invincible. And I'm not saying like you're gonna get comedy from that, but it's good. It's a good comic. I was surprised that he did this. The director, Chris McKay, he directed the Tomorrow War. That was an Amazon exclusive starring Chris Pratt, the Lego movie, and the Lego Batman movie. So what is happening here, sir? Why was this not good? So no spoilers. This isn't good. I don't think we're gonna get a sequel, but I can write the sequel right now. Dracula comes back, and Nicholas Hoult and Awkwafina are having a nice, happy life. Maybe he has a kid with her, and he's just trying to live a normal life. And Dracula comes back to kind of like wreak havoc on their lives. That's a sequel, if one happens.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, they loosely set themselves up for a sequel, but...
Yeah, but, I mean... they didn't, like, do anything specifically to not set it up or to set it up.
Right, it's just there.
That it's easy to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
I think I said everything I wanted to say.
Yeah, short and sweet. Look out for episode 103. Stay tuned, featuring my cousin Vera on Saturday. Coming out on Saturday because the existence of this episode pushed it back a day. Yeah, and I think I didn't curse, so look at me. I have an achievement.
Yes, good for you.
Thank you.